that it will increase the concentration of this guard cell. Kindly listen again. So it will be increasing the concentration of sugar molecules in the guard cell, because guard cell has more chloroplast as compared to the adjacent cells. Now when the concentration will increase over here, this will become hypertonic. This will become hypertonic compared to the other cells. So what will happen when it will become hypertonic of its own self only? The water molecules of this particular cell will try to get inside this particular cell, because now the glucose molecule is produced more over here, which has already increased the tonicity, that is hypertonicity of this cell, and this will make the water molecules to enter from the adjacent cells inside this guard cell. This will happen because of osmosis, which is already explained in the chapter absorption by roots. So then when the water will enter, obviously this guard cell, they both will turn into turgid. That is the swelling of the cell. And when they both will turn into turgid, then what will happen? It will swell, and because this inner layer is more you can say thicker, this will stretch out the opening, and the opening of the stomata will be open. Okay, it will become broaden, and this will make the stoma to open. But this all will happen only during the daytime, because daytime only these sugar molecules will be produced. Just the opposite thing will happen during the night time. Night time the sugar molecules will not be produced so much, and because of that the tonicity, this particular part, it will be less. So that time, during the night time, the water molecule will not remain in the guard cell. The water molecule will now move out to the adjacent cells, right? And then it will become now flaccid, and that will make the guard cells to shrink. Because of that shrinking, the stomatal pore will close. So this is actually explaining the sugar concentration theory. Now I will be moving on to the next theory, that is potassium ion theory. So as we know, the mechanism of this potassium ion theory will remain almost the same, but we have to know from where this potassium ion is involved. Potassium ion theory is the recent theory. So here again, if we try to make this guard cell in the same manner, right, and here again there will be lots of chloroplasts, and it will be involved in making the photosynthesis process. So what this theory says, that not the sugar responsible, it is actually those ATP molecules which were produced during the process of photosynthesis, that is the phosphorylation. These ATP molecules are the energy molecules, and these ATP molecules, because of this utilizing of this energy, it will draw the potassium ions from the surrounding cells too much inside. It will draw the potassium ions from the adjacent cells, because potassium is one of the most important mineral, which is element which is present inside the plant body. So this potassium ion will be drawn inside, and this will increase again the hypertonicity. So somehow or the other we have to know that when this particular guard cell will become hypertonic, then what will happen? From the adjacent cells again the water molecules will enter during the daytime, and it will make this cell again turgid, and it will make the stomatal pore to open. So turgidity actually opens the stomata, and during the night time this ATP molecule will not be produced. So potassium ion will also not be drawn, and so the water will be moving out. That will make, when it will be moving out, that will make that particular guard cell to shrink. And because of this shrinking, what will happen? The guard cells will make the stomatal pore to close. So hope this particular two theories are clear with all of you. And with this we come to the end of this video, where we have already explained this first theory, that is the sugar concentration theory, and second theory, that is the potassium ion theory. So if we try to gather how much we have learned I think so it is very much clear about that what things we have learned from the beginning. That is how it has taken place, where it has taken place, okay, and what is photosynthesis, that also we got the answer, right? And how always involves the photosynthesis process along with the opening and closing of the stomata, right? Now, why it is produced? What is the significance of this photosynthesis? Significance of this photosynthesis is it is actually producing the food for all. All means all biotic organisms which cannot make their own food, and it produces oxygen also for all. Oxygen is needed for respiration. So these are the, you can say, very important, that is the two significance of photosynthesis process. So with this we come to the end of this video number 3. Thank you, students.